unlimited.
Namibia asked
I
a
see you
brutal
guys
question
watching
to the
us
BRICS
very much
UN.
from South Africa. I greet you. Sanbonani. I greet you from Rwanda. Bite. I greet you from Mozambique. Kumentao. I greet you from Nigeria. Ghana, salute you. Uganda, Jebaleko, Kenya, VP, Somalia, Ethiopia, Liberia, Sierra Leone. I see you from all over the place. The United Kingdom, United States of America, and all over the world. Thank you very much. So today we're talking about something very interesting. Again, we're talking about Namibia. Yay, Namibians. Yeah. The Namibian president, sorry, I think I'm going to murder his name. Hage Geingob. Please correct me on how to, please correct me. Hage Geingob has made a comment that's very, very interesting about nations, about BRICS, about Security Council. So basically what he was trying to say is, as BRICS is coming together and most countries are coming together to try to form this new group of countries that are standing very strong for their rights and for their values, BRICS should not become finally like the United Nations Security Council that has 5 countries permanent whose veto are heavier than any other country. So in other words, BRICS should not copy what had happened with the United Nations. So Mr. President of Namibia, Hage Geingob, has taken a swipe at the United Nations Security Council as it continues to come under sharp criticism for what some have labeled as undemocratic veto right. This means one of the permanent member states can prevent a majority of the Security Council from taking any action. So basically what happened with the Security Council, for those of us who don't know, we have the Security Council with permanent members are 5. There are 5 countries that are permanent members. The other countries of the world are just visitors. They're not permanent. Yes. So 5 countries can decide for the world. 5 countries. We have the United States of America. We have the UK. We have France. We have China and Russia. These are the 5 countries that can decide whether they're going to be war or attack in a country or not. Yes. However, how does this work? If 35 countries say we don't want war in this country, Iraq, and one country say yes, we're going to have war in Iraq, this one person overrules 35 other countries because he's a permanent member of the Security Council. Yeah. So is that justice? Let me ask you. Is that democratic if one country has more power than 25 other countries? Just because it's either France, UK, USA, Russia, or China. Exactly. That's what has happened in many instances. Syria was attacked. Not many other countries refused to see that attack. But some country part of the Security Council decided to go and bomb Syria. Iraq was attacked. Many countries were not for it. Because some country of the Security Council felt that they needed to go to Iraq. They went and destroyed completely Iraq. They didn't deserve that. The same thing has happened over and over and over and over. And people just watch because they cannot do anything about it because they are not permanent member of the Security Council. Ex-president of Zimbabwe, Robert Mugabe, made a speech many years ago speaking about that. The Security Council need to be changed. We cannot have permanent members. We need to alternate. We need to give Africa a voice. Because if you look at it, France, USA, UK, Russia, China, where's Africa? Where's Africa? Who fights for Africa's rights? Nobody. So Africa is just there. You're just like following the crowd. You're just participant. And Mugabe said it well.
The bosses in the Security Council say you shall never have the powers that we have as permanent members. And we have asked and asked and asked. And asked and asked. Reform the Security Council.
Robert Mugabe spoke very bravely about it. He said we cannot continue living like we are following you, like we are participants. We don't mean anything. Muammar Gaddafi also tore the United Nations paper because he felt that many countries were just dominated. They were just participants. Their voice was not heard. So the Namibian president said, I wouldn't like to see you going to have the BRICS, the original members, to be like the United Nations Security Council. And the rest will be others with no veto right. In that case, we are not adding anything. I want equality. I would like to know the condition under which the small countries will be member of the BRICS. So he was asking genuine question.
I wouldn't like, if we are going to have, and I don't know the conditions for membership for others, I wouldn't like to see we're going to have a BRICS, the original members, to be like the United Nations Security Council. And the rest will be others, will be General Assembly members, no veto right. In that case, we're not adding anything. We are going to have a group of original members who will be the Security Council 5 with veto rights. And we come in, if you come in as BRICS and others? Are you going to be named one by one, or just others who don't have any veto power or say?
Is BRICS going to be like the Security Council, the United Nations Security Council, where only 5 countries are powerful? 5 countries are making the decision. 5 countries can control everything. They can say yes if you say no, we don't care about your no. They can say no if you say yes, we don't care about your yes, because they decide. If you look at BRICS, BRICS stand for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. 5 countries. Like the Security Council at the United Nations. What's going to happen with the other countries that are coming in? Are they going to have equal rights? Are they going to be listened to in the same way? Will their voice be heard? You know what, fellas? The BRICS was created in order to counter some action from the West. Basically, the West came together, formed a group, they cooperated, they worked together, they listened to each other, they are in unity. They then created the SWIFT system. The SWIFT system allows you to send money from your country to your brother in another country. The SWIFT money allows you to send money from one bank account in Nigeria to another bank account in Gabon or in Japan. The SWIFT system is the system that allows companies to exchange money, to buy things, to acquire, to export and import. If your bank is not part of the SWIFT system, you cannot be able to change or buy or do anything. Unfortunately, Western countries started using that against other countries. If you disagree with them, they block you from the SWIFT system. And that's happened to many countries. Even Russia, in the beginning of the war in Ukraine, they were cut completely off SWIFT system, disallowing them to do exchange, to export, import, to buy anything. China was victim of that also. Now, as you can imagine, if you have to punish somebody repeatedly because of one thing, let me give you a simple example. You have somebody living in your house, and whenever he does something you don't like, you tell him, hey, I'm going to kick you out of the house. Whenever he touches the food and want to eat, you say, I'm going to kick you out of the house. Guess what's going to happen? He's going to find an alternative way to you, meaning he's going to be prepared to the day you're going to kick him out. He's going to go find somewhere. In case you kick him out, he's going to go and not suffer. That's exactly what China and Russia and others did. They created an alternative to the SWIFT system. They also created BRICS so they can stand strong together and exchange. Doesn't matter what situation they are in, they can continue to live and survive. That's actually what has helped tremendously Russia to stay out the waters during this very difficult time. Now, the BRICS has been established and many countries want to join the BRICS. 40 countries have officially expressed the need to join BRICS. But why do they do that? Because they believe in freedom. Western countries generally, if they give you money, if they lend you money, they want to tell you how you're going to spend the money, how you're going to act with the money. In the case of Uganda, Uganda was receiving a lot of money from Western nations. They ask Uganda to conduct itself in a certain way. You have to conduct yourself in this way. Uganda refused to cut the money. With the BRICS, you're not going to be subjected to that. With the BRICS, if you ever have to get anything from BRICS, you just have to obey the rules. Do your own things. They're not going to try to get involved in your internal businesses. That's none of their business. So the fear here is what? BRICS is powerful now because some countries have joined. They said at BRICS summit in Johannesburg on Thursday, Cyril Ramaphosa of South Africa, current chairperson of the group, said Argentina, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and United Emirates would become full members from January 2024. So Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates are all going to become part of the BRICS from January 2024. So the economy, the money, the GDP is growing much, much bigger than the Western countries. Now, Namibian president question is very simple. Are you going to respect other countries that are joining BRICS? Or are you going to become like the United Nations where 5 countries have authority over everybody else? Are we going to be fair? Are we going to have a voice as small countries because all countries are not the same? Are we going to be respected? That's what it is. Let us know. President Cyril Ramaphosa, equipped with response, said, BRICS does believe in equality. And I can assure you that there won't be any United Nations Security Council effect in BRICS, with some countries having a veto power. Our belief in equality and respect is what really defines what BRICS is really about. So fear not, my dear President.
Thank you, President Geingob. BRICS does believe in equality, and I can assure you there won't be any UN Security Council effect in BRICS, with some countries having a veto power. Our belief in equality and respect is what really defines what BRICS is all about. So be rest assured, your fears must be waylaid. So fear not, my dear President.
Let me know how you feel about this, fellas. Is BRICS a danger to the world in other forms? Are they going to copy what the United Nations used to be? Security Council? Because